Hi, today we're going to talk about the movie artificial intelligence. So we start with what is transmedia storytelling. According to Jenkinson, transmedia storytelling represents a process where integral elements of a fiction get dispersed systematically across multiple delivery channels for the purpose of creating a unified and coordinated entertainment experience. Ideally, each medium makes its own unique contribution to the unfolding of the story. Transmedia storytelling, also known as transmedia narrative or multiple platform storytelling, is a technique of telling a single story or story experience across multiple media elements using current digital technologies. To produce a transmedia work, it requires to develop story through multiple forms of media to deliver unique piece of content in each channel. Importantly, these pieces of content are not only interacted together, but also are in narrative synchronization with each other. Moreover, transmedia storytelling is all arranged across many disciplines including entertainment, marketing, and activism and learning, says Edmund. As transmedia storyteller, it aims to utilize story across delivered elements to engage participants in an immersive experience to entertain them, teach them, or insight the activists in them. After getting to know what transmedia is, sometimes people might get confused in between transmedia and cross-media, because I do. Cross-media and transmedia are very similar and have a lot of crossover. Both are about content in a multiple platform distribution strategy, but use multiple media storytelling in different ways. In a cross-media environment, content is repurposed, diversify, and spread across multiple devices to enhance, engage, and reach as many users or viewers as possible. It is common to call cross-media content 360. It is generally the same program created or reused for different screens, fragments content disseminated on different platforms. In the way, we can say that a cross-media story is a single story retold in several ways. Whereas we have mentioned before, the transmedia is weaves together individual strands of a story into a larger and richer interactive fabric and offer the audience multiple ways to participate through condensed production, collaboration, and interaction. Next, we're going to talk about how our chosen of movie, AI artificial intelligence, can be a form of transmedia storytelling project and what media platforms have been used in terms of the world-building process. There are three different media platforms. First, the feature film. Second, the alternate reality game, The Beast. The third one is video game, which was never released as the film's box office figures were low. Microsoft and Spielberg decided to cancel while it was still in development.
Now let's talk about the ARG called The Beast. This ARG was created by a team from Microsoft who were conceived it as an elaborate marketing project that would be separate from the film, but take place in the same story world to help people understand the same philosophical issues, which is about humanity in the future with the rise of the human-like robotic society and help us think about how we would treat robots. This ARG is focusing on telling a web-based murder mystery involving humans, robots, and a variety of other forms of artificial intelligence. And players were set to reach the end of the experience mystery narrative by solving a series of complex puzzles involving websites, online videos, and audio recordings. Now let's move on to AI artificial intelligence. It was voted the best science fiction film of the decade by Cinematical in 2009, which is directed by Steven Spielberg, based on the 1969 short story called Super Toys Last All Summer Long by Brian Aldiss. This science fiction fantasy bears similarities to Pinocchio in 1940 and originated as a long gestating project of director Stanley Kubrick that passed to his friend Steven Spielberg after his death. The movie tells a story about an artificial boy, Davy, lives as Henry and Monica's son, and Davy is the first maker designed to experience love.
According to Jenkins, the concept of world building is the desire of audiences to map and master as much as they can know about such universes, often through the production of charts, maps, and concordances. There are 3 platforms were planned in the story world of AI. Each project was separate with different teams working on them without a central role of a transmedia storyteller overseeing the story world in place. That means if you want to play the game, you are not necessary to watching, enjoying, and understanding the film, but you would know additional information about the story world and other characters living within the world and have additional thoughts about the philosophical questions raised in the film just through playing the game. The central world of AI is a fictional world, which is an elaboration of the developments in the contemporary real world. It is a fictional huge story world with extensive geography that is explored and gives a true sense of a world. However, the game is the only extension to the AI story world, a narrative expansion through various media instead of an adaptation. The extension is still based on the original story, but also enriches the story with maintaining the original characteristics of the world, but not answering the question previously left unanswered in the feature film. Rather, it asks a new question and lets players find an answer to that question. It also gives glimpse into the world of the movie through new characters. The extension raised new questions and opened up possibility for additional expansion. The Beast was a very first transmedia project, which is little interaction with Spielberg. AIGs are transmedia experiences that integrate platforms so seamlessly that the real world becomes a functional extension of the gameplay. And this was the first ARG developed. It wouldn't predict the consequences for the project, but much was developed as the game progressed. Players participate in an evolution narrative, seeking out and gathering information from multiple media sources to solve puzzles and interact with characters and other players real-time in real world. The AI feature film didn't include negative capability in terms of time. However, the vast space of the story world gives space for story extension. Thus, the Beast created to promote the Spielberg film AI Artificial Intelligence.
To conclude, from AI Transmedia project, we learned that all transmedia should promote migratory consumption based on one story, each linked with different platforms, and they might interact with each other. Each piece of content is able to experience separately and so be enjoyable, and each component is a part of single unified storytelling experience. AI, a feature film, successfully create an irresistible intersection point between Stanley Kubrick and Steven Spielberg, which is about humanity. Moreover, in terms of marketing strategy, The Beast was originally a marketing project that would be separate from the movie, but take place in the same story world and help people to understand the same philosophical issues mentioned in the film, and it was designed to promote the film and make a higher box office. Furthermore, each film presents unique and independently reliable contribution. In other words, transmedia storytelling makes audience more engaged with the story rather than single media platforms. In terms of transmedia storytelling and marketing strategies, AI artificial intelligence is a good example of transmedia project.